This is the new EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra, and I am super excited to share this unit with you. It's unlike anything I have ever tested before. So take a look at the front and the outside of it right here. We're about to go over a lot of the features. So to start with, I decided to use a cart for mine because I'm constantly carrying it around. And I highly recommend the cart, but you don't have to use that. I'll show you another option in just a second. So I just started with the first battery. This does offer stackable batteries, the inverter on top, and now I'm clamping that down into the cart. Here's why I like the cart. Nice big wheels. I can carry it around on uneven ground for all of my testing. Here's another new feature that I love that EcoFlow has done, the flat cables. Cable management is key and something I've always griped about, so you can keep continuing to stack batteries using flat cables like this. I love it. So looking on the front side, you have two completely different sets of 20 amp, 120 volt plugs right here. You have a TT30P 120 volt 30 amp plug right there, and this is the game changer, y'all. 240 volt split phase L1430 plug there on the end, just like you typically see on your generators. Now up top, you get your typical USB-Cs, and then over on the right-hand side, a couple of USB-A ports. This is that other card I was telling you about. This is what comes with the Ultra. So you can put a battery and single unit on this or stack it up as big as you want to build out your unit. This is great for like in pantries and other hard floor spaces. You can just roll it right around. So you don't have to go with a cart. Now here I am, I've been testing this unit for almost a month and a half. I have over 2,000 watts of solar coming in. It has a low voltage solar input up to 150 volts right there, and then it has another solar charge control on the side up to 450 volts right there. You can put well over 5,000 watts into this particular unit right here. So taking a peek around on the front, you can see I'm just running typical loads, anywhere from 300 watts to 1,000 watts, and you're gonna see later in this video up to 5,700 watts of output I've put on this. You can wire it in with that L1430 plug to your typical generator inlet, or you can use a manual transfer switch like I have here in the shop. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna show you another option as well. They have a smart home panel, so you can fully automate this to control your home. And here's another quick look at that L1430 plug that we're all so used to. If you have a 240 volt generator, that's typically what you're gonna see on the generator itself right there. Very happy to see split phase on a unit like this. There's also a 30 amp Anderson port right there if you want to do big demand 12 volt. So looking right here, this is my current Delta Pro setup with extra batteries. Look at how compact this Ultra is. I love the way it stacks just compared to my other units that I have right there. And by the way, 7,200 watts of output on that Ultra, the same as both of those Delta Pros that you're seeing right there, but now you get it in a single unit. So I'm putting it in my pantry. This is where we keep our emergency backup right here. And I've got a generator inlet box over there beneath the panel. And this is how we use these devices. We just recently went through a hurricane and those Delta Pros bailed us out. So now we're gonna have the Ultra set up in here to take care of us during emergency outages. So I'm using that L1430 plug right there, plugging right into the front side. And then I'm gonna plug into the generator inlet box that I mounted underneath my panel right there. We're gonna turn the AC on the unit. And then I'm gonna go ahead and throw off the big high demand 240 volt breakers. No point in having those try to kick on when we swap power. I just killed grid power right there. And then we're gonna turn on my little generator plug right here, which is gonna allow the Ultra to now run the entire house. So you can see we got a few things that just kicked on in the house right there. We're gonna be anywhere from 400 to 800 watts. So if we go quickly, take a look around the house, some things that are running are like freezers, refrigerators. This is a thing that you're gonna run as well. Parasitic draw, like all these little clocks and stuff running with appliances. Now you can see the refrigerator itself is on. Fans are running in the house. I have an ice maker running outside. We're gonna turn it off for this test, no point in that running. We have outdoor little mini fridges, just all kinds of stuff running. We typically wouldn't run all that in an emergency situation. So I just kicked the water on right there. Watch the wattage kick up. I'm about to kick on a 240 volt, 1.5 horsepower well pump. There it is, 3,700 watts it spiked up to. Now we're at 3,500 watts right there. And I'm gonna be quiet for a second, just listen. I do have this going, I have the mic on. Completely silent. All you hear is the water running in the faucet in the background right there. I cannot get over how quiet this unit is. I never have once in the month and a half of testing this heard any fans kick on. So here's another awesome test that's always popular for people to see if it'll run. I just turned the AC down in the house. You can see it just kicked on. All I seen was a tiny light flicker, and my 2-ton central AC unit is running off of this unit, only pulling about 1,600 watts, along with the other stuff in the house. Walked outside just to verify. Yep, sure enough, it's running. I love that. Now for the biggest demand item that I have. Yes, I just kicked on a dryer. 5,600 watts, and as you can hear, completely silent. Insane. So moving outside, I can see some people potentially want to use this for job sites. Two of the biggest demand items that always trip out a lot of units I test are compressors. They have a very high startup surge. So we're going to kick on one of those, and a huge 15 amp DeWalt miter saw over there. So let's kick the compressor on. So I ran both of those at the same exact time. You could hear there was almost like a little soft start. The miter saw started a bit slow and then ramped up to full capacity and cut through the wood just fine. That may be something the unit does, because saws like that have a huge, and I mean huge, initial surge. So I cut another piece with it right here. It had no problem running, again, both of those high demand items at the same time. So you could absolutely use this for like off-grid building. All right, as we've wrapped this video up, I have shown multiple ways that you can connect the Delta Pro Ultra to your home system in order to power yourself up through an emergency situation or just to run around the clock. But EcoFlow has honestly thought of everything. So in one of the Delta Pro Ultra bundles that they'll be offering, you can get the smart home panel. So I've already shown in this video how I've connected to a manual transfer switch. That's something that you can have installed, or just simply connect to a generator inlet box in order to power up your main home panel. But if you're looking for something that's a much smarter solution and that's automated and can take care of itself, basically swap on its own in the event you lose power, their home panel is a brilliant solution. So this is an additional panel that you can add. It can run off of grid power, and in the event of lost grid power, you can put multiple circuits in here, your critical circuits, and you can set this up to automatically swap over and, well, energize those circuits, whether you're home or not. So if you take a lot of vacations or trips, or have a vacation home or a second home that you want protected, this right here is key for doing that. They can run true 240 volts, and as I'm about to show you, you can connect up to 3 units for this for over 21,000 watts of output. This really is beyond a portable power station. This can run a full home. And don't forget, if you put up to 3 units on this, you can put up to 15 batteries for 90,000 watt hours of capacity. And don't forget the thousands upon thousands of watts that you can put solar input into these devices as well in order to charge. You can truly run 24/7 off-grid with a unit like this. So back to the home panel real quick in case you're interested in it. Again, you can run off of grid. It can automatically swap over to up to 1 to 3 units that's plugged into the bottom, and that allows you to control those critical circuits that you always need running, whether it be security systems, food, water, things such as that you want taken care of in the event of an outage. So if you take a look here on the bottom, this is where you can plug in up to 3 Delta Pro Ultras to get that 21,000 watts, but you can start with a single unit and build up to as big as you need. You can also set this up to be intelligent. So if you have peak and off-peak rate electricity where you live, well, you can set this up to actually power the house during peak times, saving you money, and then, well, you can recharge everything via solar or via grid power during those off-peak times. So professional installation is definitely recommended for this panel right here, but if you're looking for a truly automated solution that can instantly swap over and take care of any of your needs, this is extremely hard to beat right here, and takes this from a portable power station to a true home backup solution. So as we wrap this video up, let's talk about some high points right here. By far the most silent unit I have ever tested. Even when we had 5,700 watts of output on it, I didn't hear a peep out of those fans. A single unit can do an impressive 7.2 thousand watts of output, which is going to take care of most people's needs. Don't forget, you can add a second unit all the way up to a third unit to get 21,000 watts of output. A single unit can also stack up to 5 batteries for 30 kilowatt hours of capacity. That is a huge battery bank. I love the new cable management on this particular unit. Even if you stack up to 5 batteries high, it's a nice flat cable. Makes everything nice and compact where you can put it in a corner of a closet. Brilliant design. I'm glad to see that all that has been nice and cleaned up. Let's not forget the 240 volt split phase output in a single unit. You don't have to double units up. That saves a lot of money right there. And that's what allows you to run 240 volt appliances like my well pump or like that central AC or even your dryer. Plus, having true split phase 240 volts allows you to run each side of your panel and all your 120 volt appliances. You have enough power here in a single unit to truly run a home. Now, if you have larger AC units or really high demand items, again, you can add a second unit to double your output there and take care of whatever your needs may be. I can't not brag on the solar input ability. That's always been a gripe of mine in the past whenever it comes to portable power stations. If they're gonna be true home backup solutions, we need a lot of recharging capability. Thousands upon thousands of watts, well over 5,000 watts. If you pair everything correctly, you have dual charge controllers, a low voltage input controller, a high voltage that you can run at the same time. Over 5,000 watts of capability is going to take care of almost any home's needs. Again, you can double units up and take that up to 10,000 or 15,000 watts of inputs if you triple your units up. The ability to build your system out like this is truly revolutionary in the portable game right here. Typically, you've always seen that on your larger on-the-wall systems that are a lot more advanced and more difficult to install. So if you're looking for something that can be portable and actually moved around, although I highly recommend the cart, and you're going to need a couple of people to lift this unit, it's very heavy, and you want the ability to run a home, well, this is very, very hard to beat right here. I want to go ahead and let you know about some sales that are going on right now, and then we're going to wrap this video up. So I'm going to put a link down in the description to this unit, as well as a discount code that will save you $1,000. And this runs from January the 9th to February the 9th. There's going to be multiple different types of bundles here, from the smart home panel with an Ultra to other bundles that they'll have available, but you can save $1,000 off by using my coupon code. All that information is down there in the description. They're even offering installment plan options, interest-free options, and for the first 300 people that buy the package with the smart home panel, they're offering an additional $399 gift on top of the code that you can use to get the $1,000 off of the package. So we're just getting started with this. By the time you're watching this video, I've already run this a month and a half around the clock. No power downs, no issues. It is just ran and worked. Everything from freezers to refrigerators to AC units to all the stuff that you see me test in this video right here. It's just absolutely worked, and it has blown me away on how powerful it is. Coming up in the future, we're going to continue to run this, and I think I'm going to add some additional batteries, and this is going to be our new home backup solution right here. And I don't know how big we may build this out in the future and what all we may run, but right now this has the capability to run a lot of stuff, bail us out of these hurricanes and emergencies and other things that we experience down here, and I'm excited about this unit. I love the nice clean lines, the compact size of it. It's going to fit in our closet better. Just, it's a win-win-win. All the right improvements in this particular model right here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Y'all have been asking about this for months as soon as y'all found out about it. I know a lot of y'all have already pre-ordered this unit, so I would love to hear your experiences with it as well. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.